pictures. He wants to try like this close to the face, but it won't focus.
Is this for
Because of
real?
that closeness. That's just
Oh,
focused,
that
but
one's
the same like
Julia's.
video.
Have to bring that over to Julia.
Okay, can we ask
Here?
Grandma and Grandpa if you can start?
Can we start opening?
Wait a minute, there's one more here.
One more.
That was ripped.
How about we
Okay.
save that one for the end?
Yeah, we'll save it because this is for both of you. It says Jessica and Jared. Grandma and Grandpa.
I don't know
We'll
what
put
that
that one over here, okay?
But open that one with your
I'm
brother.
opening mine.
You may open. What about your ornaments? Want to hand me your ornaments?
Yeah, you want to take your snowman off. Don't throw it away.
Here, you want me to open it?
Oh.
Grandma
Here,
hates them
Julia.
all the time.
No!
Here. No, wait, I'll just,
Why did
I will
I
open the box.
tape
I'll move the tape away.
Oh.
Here, watch this.
Jared, what is this? Julia's.
I don't know. Let me see.
It's
Yeah.
Julia's.
How do you know?
Open it.
Because it's J. I think U. L-I-A.
Well, that's Julia's. Let her open
Oh,
it.
John!
Oh,
John!
Jared, do you like those? What's on them? What's on them?
Open it, Julia. Julia,
That's
open it.
neat.
Oh, she'll try to put them.
Bicycle!
Bicycle?
I'm gonna open it for her. Oh, look at this thing.
Look at that, Julia, for you.
That's a caterpillar.
Julia.
Julia, open it. Here she is.
Oh, we must take it out of the box.
Hey,
What?
what is this for Julia? A new book. I think we already have this.
I don't think so.
No. Hope not.
Hey, Jared, you have your stocking to do, hon.
Special. Want to hear about that? This song
Oh,
told about God being a God of second chances. It gave Jonah hope.
Here, you gotta get them out of here, the outside.
Rumble! What was that?
I didn't see this page. I saw that page.
Oh. Rumble! What was that?
Okay.
Rumble! I know I heard something. Rumble, 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 rumble. It was the fish. He had big time in digestion. Then the fish spit us out. We shot through the air like a bullet. We sailed into the sky like an airplane. We were launched from the depths of the sea and the belly of the fish right onto dry land. Jonah split the sand out of his mouth and wiped the seaweed from his eyes. Then he looked up and was delighted to see his trusty camel. Reginald. Is that his camel? Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
We climbed right into Reginald's back and started for Nineveh. Clip, clap. Clip, clap.
Clip, clap.
Looking for
It-
the number.
It was
Let's try another one. Price check on muffin.
long journey.
It
Journey.
was a long journey.
Correct. The sky was cloudy and gray when we got to the city. A sign read, "Welcome to Nineveh, home of Mr. Twisty's Twisted Cheese Cone." There was another sign too that read, "Visitors welcome to you."
The number 2 on the
And we could hear slap, slap, slap. People were
Slap,
being,
slap, 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 slap.
yeah, people were being slapped with fishes.
Slap that.
Slap, slap. Is that what?
The number.
At the entrance of the city, the guards stopped us. They wouldn't even let us in. Look at this. She almost has it open already. I heard this like boom, boom, boom. Get it. What do you have? You little kid, doggy, you couldn't wait. Couldn't you wait? Amber. Amber.
Just take the picture.
Did you get a football? Did you get a new football? Oh, yeah. open it. No, it stinks. A new football! Oh! Go get it! Get it! Is that your football? Here. Here.
Your head keeps taking away.
Come on. Right here. Bring it. Oh, good girl. Come on. Here.
That's as far as it gets there.
Amber. Come here. Bring here. Bring here. Bring it. Amber, shall we throw it? Oh, a new football because Indy ruined your other one.
That's
Indy
on-
been holding
That's on
us
tape, you
with.
know.
Yes. Where's Indy? Did Indy do that? Oh.
Heck.
Hey.
Okay.
Stubborn.
Yeah, it hasn't been used in 10 years
I take it back. The screw is going out.
either. Yeah.
I can use sometimes pull them through.
Let's take those gloves again.
I think I'm going down. Let's go down, Tom.
Oh,
What can you see out there? Can you see a funnel cloud?
no!
For tonight, strong to severe thunderstorms.
What I can see is my flag whipping like a bugger.
Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Thursday, showers in the morning with isolated thunderstorms arriving in the afternoon. High 75. Chance of rain 50%. Thursday night, clear to partly cloudy skies. Low 55. Winds north-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Well, I have your portable radio.
Winds over 17.
Can I put that on?
Doesn't work on AM.
How about WROB?
Well, it worked on that. Yeah, that's what's on it.
It's here. Funny Weather Channel. Tonight at 8 Eastern Pacific. Unprotected cars. The walls fell down here in Fairborn, Ohio after the winds literally blew the roof off. And the area could see more strong storms tonight.
The Outer Banks is still drying out after Hurricane Alex brushed along the coast. Trough also in the plans. weather expert Dr. Greg Forbes. And Dr. Greg, we've also had several tornado warnings in Pennsylvania. What's the latest?
And we've had several tornadoes reported in Cumberland County and Dauphin County,
Watch
and now around
downstairs.
Newbury
Let's go
Town
down.
in York County. York and Lancaster counties both have tornado warnings at this time. These storms are running along a warm front or nearly stationary warm front. We see a lot of this year with the storms moving, producing tornadoes when that happens. Here's over the past couple of hours, a couple of individual storms have formed out ahead of the original line. There was most of recent wind damage. Now it's a little backwards thing, a little bow echo with rotation in the
I need her to know that I said that, and I'll tell her.
That shake too much.
That out to you. Right now, if you look to the right, you'll see the Rockefeller Cutoff Road. Little round sign over there that tells you it's half mile down this road that is private property where no bicycles are allowed. That's the only thing we don't see. You turn left to the Summit Road, turn around the mountain to the carriage road, and come around the base of this hill. And that road is right down there.
Stop it now. Come on. All right. You can get us and then you can, come on.
There you
It's
go.
going to take us. Get the camera down. Would you put the camera down?
Down a mile, will you go down and get it?
Yep, absolutely.
You'll bring it along and back up too, right?
I want to see that.
In less than 45 minutes, too.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad I have one. I really am. Sweatshirt and now this.
Now, the name of Frenchman's Bay was selected by somebody. I don't know who they are when they name places. It's fast here. But the French would come in here and hide behind those little islands, those porcupine islands, and then they would attack the British out in the open ocean. So they hung out in here so much for so many years, somebody decided that would be a good name for the bay, Frenchman. that we saw from down below. And this granite that you see here is native to the island. In fact, the island is actually nothing but granite with a little dirt on it, with various colors of granite. And it was quarried here. That four-masted schooner you see out there, they're raising the sail. That's the Margaret Todd. They do offer cruises down in Frenchman's Bay during the day and the early evening. And if any of you are considering, and you'll see traffic moving up there on the road, we'll join it in just a few moments. To the left of that is Door Mountain, named for George Bucknam Door, the father of Acadia Park, and that's D-O-R-R. And to the left of Door Mountain is Champlain Mountain. That one's named for Samuel D. Champlain, who with others in 1604 sailed down the coast of what is now Maine from what is now the St. Croix River, the dividing line between Maine and New Brunswick, Canada. And as they approached this island, they saw these high points of land from the ocean that look even more barren from over there than they do over here. So Champlain is credited with naming the island at that time L'Île du Monde Désert. And we translate that. That is French for high island. And the third one, the inset to the far left, shows you all of this park property in one map, related in relationship to the mainland. Have weeks that the fire burned. Well, it started near where we came in the park, and it was confined initially to a drained cranberry bog, which had been dry too. It was very dry, much like a sawdust pile or peat bog. And the forest at that time was made up primarily of coniferous trees, the evergreens, firs. Acadia National Park has 120 miles of hiking trails, and at least the hikers don't have to worry about snake biting. They have to be from 20,000 years ago, and it oriented everything north and south. Eagle Lake is the largest lake on the island. It's about 2 miles long. Off to the left, you see a single round hill about 20 miles to the west. That is Blue Hill, so named because it's covered with low bush wild blueberries. And over the crest of this mountain, we can just make out the outline of the hills of Camden, Maine. And those are about 80 miles away. Camden is one of the world's windjammer capitals, and it's also the location of the filming in its entirety, the full-length movie taking place some years ago. Which I thought would have been more accurate than filmed here in Colorado. Trails, if not the most popular, is called the North Ridge of Cadillac Mountain, and it runs parallel right at this point to this road. Well, about as soon as I said that, I did see somebody right there in front of us. We have to see people. And they've just passed what I wanted you to see, and that's a little stack of rocks shaped a little bit like a pyramid. So that's a marker for the hiker. All over this park. There's been a lot of parks. But that's called a cairn, C-A-I-R-N. The two mountains there coming together in a line of vision form a V. And right in the base of the V is some more water. Well, that's the mouth of Somme Sound. The sound is about 5.5 miles long. And that's all you can see of it from here. The mouth and the head of it. And across the top of that mountain there, you see that land is Southwest Harbor and Bass Harbor. And the island that I mentioned earlier, Isle of Ho, is about 30 miles offshore. You can see there's a high island right over the crest of Sergeant Mountain. Up here for 15 minutes. And if any of you folks have not seasoned tourist, and a lot of this type of touring.
But who wants to? I wouldn't go hiking like that. See, I would be too scared to do that. I know, isn't that different? Huh, that's neat. Oh, so gorgeous. Follow it all around.
Orange ladies' jumpsuits. Cadillac was a fellow's name. It was Antoine de la Mothe Cadillac, who was a Frenchman in the Acadian army back in the 1600s. He helped Frontenac in the fighting in Quebec City. He had been awarded a land grant, credited with establishing the fur trade in North America, as well as founding a small fort and village in what is now Michigan, which he called Fort Detroit. And we, of course, today know it as Detroit, Michigan. He was later named the governor of Louisiana. Now, the only cottage that survived the fire down in this little swale down here is right to our left now against the water's edge. That's called High Seas. High Seas was built by a Professor Rudolph Bruno from Princeton University. It was finished in 1914. Bruno had been married and had a number of small children, and his wife died prematurely. And while he was in the throes of getting this house designed, he had the assistance of a young German lady in New York, and he proposed to her. It'll be filled with people on the beach and a handful in that frigid water, which rarely gets to 58 degrees. That's about the highest temperature that point of land over there on the other side of the beach is called Great Head. And there, you want me to pull up just a little bit? I see somebody with a camera back there. I think you might get a better shot for it. There's called Great Head, and there's a trail on it, which is very popular. It's not difficult at all. It starts back there near the entrance station, and then it ends up here, or you can go back, travel a little different route on the way back. This is where the fire ended. Finally, they were able to say the fire was under control and it was extinguished. As well as over there on that point, of course. Over there, it didn't have anywhere else to go. It was dead when it reached the end of the... They didn't put kitchens in them. They would take their meals back in the hotels. Well, because of their not staying in the hotels any longer, the hotels went after a different class of people. They went after the more average person, less than wealthy. And that upset the wealthy people. They were taking their meals in there, mixing in with all these common people, see? So they started building bigger and bigger cottages with kitchens in them to bring more servants up, so they didn't have to take the meals in the hotels. And it became competitive to see who could build the next biggest. If somebody built a 40-room cottage, the next guy wanted a 50-room cottage. And then it got up to 60, 70, 80, and 90 rooms, which seemed to be pretty commonplace for many years. When he died, things had changed to the extent that the people that were left, his siblings, like Nelson, Rockefeller, and Winthrop, and David, and all those, they said, we don't want anything to do with a place like that, so they tore it down. It's no longer there. If you folks will return at 12:15, that'll give you a little bit of steps.
Right. Yeah.
You're not going to get much going that way.
I did it right into the sun.
Good luck.
Huh?
I said good luck. I have no idea.
Well, you don't know. Yeah.